Welcome back to Yev's Builds, and today on the channel we're going to be replacing my E46 M3 trailing arm brackets. That way we can get a little bit more toe. Let's go, dude. You might be asking yourself, why do I need more toe? Or why do I need more toe? I don't drift. I'm not a drifter. This is typically used for drifting. You align, you get your proper alignment specs and all that. But I don't know if you know, a little while back I got in a little accident with this car, and ever since my left rear wheel, it was lacking 0.5 degrees of toe. Just 0.5 degrees. I could never get perfect alignment ever since that accident. Something must have went wrong. I replaced everything I could down there, but it just doesn't have 0.5 degrees enough of toe. So I was looking for a company that creates brackets that have more toe play compared to a stock one. These that I found from Drift HQ or Drift Tech, I'll link them below. This is not sponsored, but I'll link them. They're tight. They pretty much take the original bracket and they extend this area right here so that you get more play in whatever you're trying to adjust. So this should be fixing all my issues. We'll see after today. Let's do it. That is a V10 that we're going to be swapping into an E46 M3. It's been neglected, but I'm just waiting for a bunch of parts. So don't you worry, we're still doing this. Do not worry, it's in the process. To remove this bracket, it's actually very simple. You jack up the car, obviously. Secure the vehicle with something solid underneath. Something. Put a tire, put some jack stands, put some blocks, whatever you need. Safety's first. To take this off, you need an 18mm socket, 3 bolts right there. They go through each of these locations, right? They go through right into the frame. That's how the trailing arm is held. To remove the main bolt from the bushing, it's a little bit tight because this trailing arm, in my case, I have coilovers on, it doesn't go as low as I would want it to. So the best way to do this is you undo your shock. That way you get way more movement out of your trailing arm and you kind of squeeze your bolt out, and that's pretty much it. To take the stock bolt off from the center of the bushing, you're gonna need an 18mm socket and an 18mm open end wrench. That's the only way to take them off. And now, the fun part. This is the new bracket, this is the old bracket. Do you see how much more adjustment capabilities we have now, right? This is the OEM one. If you put this right over it, you could see, well, maybe you can't, I can see that we get more play that way and more play that way. So this is pretty rad because I hope my alignment is going to be fixed once and for all after this. Since we are doing the right wheel first, the rear right, this is actually a good example. It's showing, so if you look at the diagram, right, this is the bracket that we need. This is the one, right? If you put your bolt in from this side and the nut on that side, which when it translates, the bolt is going to go from here, the nut is going to be on the side. This adjustment gives you more toe out. In this case, meaning if this is the right wheel, this is the outside, this is the diff, your wheel is going to go outward more. You're going to have more capabilities of going outwards. If your bolt is coming from this side and the nut is on this side, then you want more toe in, which means your wheel is going to go more towards the center of the car. We are going to keep it the way it was stock because I didn't have any issues with this wheel at all. So I'm going to keep the bolt going from this side and the nut on this side. So nut here, bolt through here. Well, this is turning out to be a little bit more difficult than expected, but let's figure this out. So it takes a little bit of messing around, but I realized what helps. Actually, what doesn't help is the fact that obviously this section is extended and it doesn't really help with the fact that without removing this entire trailing arm, it's kind of difficult to replace because this gets in the way. But the best way to do it is you push this up and you put the bolt through the bottom. So like you go like this. You push it from here into there and you kind of angle it in, you mess around with this, and it eventually goes in. Then you take a 19mm open end wrench and a 19mm socket and you tighten the sucker up, dude. After a lot of struggling, you got your new toe adjustment bracket already on. You do the exact same thing on the other side, and then you go get alignment, dude. Well, and after alignment, that's really all you need to know about this. That's pretty much it. You get your alignment, everything's driving straight normally, then you know you did your job pretty well, and you know the alignment shop did their job pretty well. So that's it. Make sure to like and subscribe because, dude, I'm just saying there's still a bunch of work we're gonna be doing on the M5. The E46 is gonna get a bunch of work. The V10, that's later going into another E46. Man, there's still a bunch of work coming, so appreciate you guys. Peace.